Hey, are you a sewer or you like to embroider or you like to do anything with fabric? Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you 10 product ideas that you can start making now and sell them on Etsy because they are high sellers and I've done my research. So stick around to find out what they are. Hi guys, my name is Vlad and I've done my really due diligence to find out 10 products that you can sell if you love anything to do with fabric. If you like to sew, if you like to embroider, these are 10 ideas. I left my favorite ones for last, my two top favorite ones for last, so make sure to stick around to watch what they are. They are amazing hotcakes. I'm very tempted to sell them myself, but because I'm so focused on what I'm doing already, I can't. So make sure to stick around to find out what they are. But all these products I'm gonna give you is I'm gonna also give you a bonus and gonna tell you exactly how you can beat your competitors and rank to the top. What are the competitors lacking? So that way you have a better shot at really making money off of these products. So first one I want to tell you about is personalized makeup bags. So let's go to my computer and I'll show you exactly what I'm seeing and what I think you can do to improve. All right, so here we are on the computer. So this one I've been tracking, I've been kind of stalking them. They sold about 20 to 30 items per day is what they're selling, which is really good. And it's just this listing. And I've been stalking them a little bit on the quantity. I recorded how much they had yesterday at the same time and then followed up with them in the morning to see what they did. So this is a really good product to sell. Now you would need to learn how to personalize this to do it because it's used in the context of bridesmaids gifts, right? And so it's used to, like, if you're telling your bridesmaids, like, hey, would you be my bridesmaid or maid of honor or matron of honor? And they have a lot of keywords, which is also really nice. Now, arrival date is 5/11, and which means it's 3 to 5 day fulfillment time. The way you can beat these, now obviously their imagery is really good, but there's a very few amount of images. So I would recommend if you're gonna go in this one, you can do a very similar one, but you can add more photos of like what it would look like in a set of other gifts. And two, you can improve the processing time. So if you do those two things and you have your quality as they do, and you can get more photos and you can go faster processing time, you'll have no problem selling more than they do, or at least same amount as they do. All right, my second product I wanted to say is dog bow ties. Now this one you just need to be able to sew. Dog bow ties, now though they don't sell a lot in one product, the nice thing about bow ties, since you're gonna be the one sewing it, right? So that way you can manipulate what fabric to do to satisfy a higher amount of keyword library. And I talked about that in my previous video. You wanna have and then this product is a good example. If you have the ability to make a higher keyword library, like Christmas comes around, you're doing Christmas bow ties, Santa Claus bow ties, reindeer bow ties, and so you name it. Because they have preferences when it comes to fabric. They have preferences like, hey, I want to get a pink polka dot, I want to get a this or that kind of bow tie. So getting a high variety of these bow ties is what's really going to give you the sales. The third one is a tablecloth. These are really cool because they don't have to be personalized. Tablecloth. But the thing about this, it's really important, is you have to have good fabric. You have to have good, high quality fabric. So for example, I love this store. If you want to get into the home decor, you got to follow this store. This store is making amazing sales. They're really good at what they do. And they have several products on my list. So tablecloth is great because if you go on their newest reviews, they're getting a lot of reviews. They're getting consistency of reviews. So this day they got 2 reviews this day. And the nice thing about it is it's really expensive. That means even if you're selling 10 of these a day, that's not a bad number once you do the math. So this is a great product to do. You don't need to personalize it, but the only thing that you do need to do is make sure that make sure it's cotton, that it's a high quality cotton, and it has great colors. Make sure you understand the style that is into nowadays, and make sure you sell that. And the other thing is also make sure you do your processing time much faster, because if it's June 8 through 16, that means the processing time is about 3 to 5 days, and you can probably beat that. If you're just going to start opening the store, you could probably process it within a day. Just do like a 1-day fulfillment. That's always the biggest one that you can focus on, is improve the processing time. That always gets more sales. Okay, my number four is a great one. I actually send this one to my buddy because they do a lot of personalization. So this one you also have to personalize bride to be Sash. Okay, to be sash. This is a great one because you can literally buy these sashes, or you can buy a roll of ribbon and make sure that you find a way to get the ends to make sure they're not fanning or anything. But bride to be sash is a great product. And the way I realized this is I went on reviews and look how consistent reviews. On this day, they got two different reviews, which means they probably made sales at some point at a high quantity. So they're really making money, and it's really simple. It's not heavy. It's light to ship, which means shipping is going to be easy. You just have to figure out how to do different colors, get the sparkles, and you would have to do a circuit cutter on this one, or a vinyl cutter, and heat apply the letters onto this. So let's see what their processing time is. June 7th. Their processing time is probably, I would say, 1 to 2 days, and that's plus shipping. So you can beat that by doing 1 day fulfillment, especially for weddings. They have a timeline. Sometimes people are slacking off on their wedding shopping, and then just the last day they're like, I need a sash, right? And so they'll want those faster fulfillment time. I think one thing that they're lacking here, a lot of these are lacking. Well, these are doing great. They have models, which is great. Because sometimes people that sell these sash, they don't have a model. They just buy these from China, and they just put them out on the table. Like this one, come on, you can do better than that. And especially you guys, I'm sure you can find a model, find somebody that can stand there with a dress and take a photo. I think you can do it by improving the speed time and improving by just having better photos, really. And the price is very fair. It's not gonna be too hard for you to do, because personalizing things it's actually not that bad. Well, especially bride to be, it's not even a personalization. It is just one text, and you can just apply that and you can stock up. Number 5, bridesmaids totes. Okay, again, wedding is really good because when you buy one, you don't just buy one totes, you have several bridesmaid, and if you personalize it, if you do heat apply on this one, you will sell more than plenty. So this one, I've been stocking them a little bit, and they've been selling in the past 24 hours. They have sold up to 30 of these totes, which is great. 30 times 9 is a great number. And you're saving on shipping. So it's a great one. If you want to sew these, you can. If you want to add the ribbon, you can. If you want to buy these from some other supplier, you can. Now, their downside is their photos. They only have 2 photos. I would just improve the photos. Now, I know they want different explanatory photos, but I feel like you can add 1 or 2 more photos. And obviously, processing time is 3 to 5 days fulfillment. You can probably improve that. And a lot of these people, if they have a low price point, they most likely are either from Ukraine or anyone outside of the country. So you can beat a lot of them by just improving the process time. These you can also embroider, which is also great. If you're an embroiderer, this can also be embroidered. Number 6 is my favorite one, and I had my parents do this during Christmas time. This is a seasonal item, and that's Christmas stockings. So Christmas stockings are great because people buy, like I said, and this is another product that they buy more than just one, because they have a family of 5, of 6, of 2, of 3. So they rarely, I mean, my parents had some sales where they just made 1 or 2 sales, or 1 or 2, they sold 1 or 2 items per an order, but most of the time it's nice because they buy several. And my parents sold out very fast. Their only regret was not buying more of this stuff. So if you like to embroider, if you like to apply vinyl, if you like to sew, maybe you can find somebody that can embroider, or maybe learn how to embroider by the time Christmas comes. I'm telling you, this is a great product, and I've seen it firsthand. I've recommended this to my mom, and like I said, her only regret was not buying more, and she was just slam busy. So it's a great product. I don't even have to go on the reviews to know this. So one thing I would say is there are very few people that are doing good photos. Like, these people are doing great photos. This is a good photo, but a lot of these are just a little cheesy. They're just photoshopped on here. Like this one, I'm pretty sure it's photoshopped. Look at that white line. They're just very poorly photoshopped. So you can improve by just getting better photos. This is a little cheesy. So go ahead and this is a really good one. And I would imagine they're selling quite a bit. Their processing time is also quite long. If during Christmas time, if you can improve your processing time during the season of, to be jolly, I mean, you're gonna really be jolly, because you're gonna get a lot of sales. People want these fast. Sometimes they do last minute shopping. So just a few weeks before Christmas, even if you didn't sell, you're gonna sell really well. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna sell this one. So it's a great fabric product, but you do need to vinyl or personalize it somehow, like embroidery or heat apply. So the next one is custom aprons. Custom aprons are great. Now, regular aprons are also great. And I'm gonna go to that same store I was telling you about earlier. They have great sales. This one has really good sales. If we go down to, this is a good one. Look at these sales, look at these reviews. They're getting really consistent reviews. They're heat applying this stuff. Really simple to do. You can embroider this too. You don't have to embroider. If you just like to sew and you don't have the time to embroider, maybe start sewing this stuff. And then when you learn how to embroider or heat apply, then you can start doing customized. Because I'm telling you, if you're selling any of this already, if you start personalizing them, you are going to see a huge jump in your sales. That's just how it works. And so this is a really hard to beat. They're really good at what they're doing. I think like the only thing is, yeah, this is their only downfall, is that there's 4 to 7 days fulfillment. Number 7 is throw pillows. Throw pillows are great. Personalized throw pillows are great. Embroidery, personalized, or heat apply. This is a great product to do. Why? Because you can do a lot of keywords. You can do a lot of inspirationals. You can just do, you know, custom personalized quote. You can do love you mom, Valentine's Day pillow. I mean, there's so much you can do, and you can personalize it. It's a very simple sew. So if you're going to sew these yourself, it's going to be a very simple sew to do. And you can branch out just regular throw pillows. They also sell really well, but I would recommend to try to do personalized first to really start getting that traffic, and then you can do other stuff that are not personalized, that is just more decorative. And I think this one was really good. The only thing I could tell you about this is, here, let's go ahead and do this. Custom couch pillows or throw pillows. The only thing I could tell you is some of these photos are a little cheesy. Maybe put them in the context like these people are doing. You can probably outrank these right here. They're very simple. So if you click on this, let's see the processing time. Yeah, well, they're actually doing really well on processing time. But if you can do it in 1 day fulfillment, go for it. But the only way you will do that is if you already have pre-made pillows and you just heat apply or you embroider, then you could probably beat it at 1 day. But if you have to sew it and personalize it, it might be difficult, but you can still do it. I mean, if you're just starting, why not, you know? All right, and my last two, and I told you that this is gonna be a good one. My last two is discoveries that I just looked into and like, wow, this is incredible. So number 9 is anything leather. I mean, anything leather. The nice thing about leather is because it's very simple to sew, and it's really, really in demand. But on this one though, you would need to learn, or you would need to get for a lot of it is an engraver. And what this will start to pull up, it has dog collars, it has wallets. Wallets are the huge one. This is like the big market, but you would need to personalize these. That's the thing. And also keychains, so leather keychains, leather. Anything sewn is great. So if you have a heavy duty sewing machine and you want to get into the leather space, you can pre-buy this and engrave on this if you want to. This is good. I know I promised you anything fabric, but this has to do with sewing. So if you're a sewer and you've dabbled a little bit with leather, and the other thing about personalized here, let me show you another product within leather. Here, let's try to, I forgot what the name of it was. Well, these guys right here, these guys are great because these things like that or anything leather is groomsmen gifts, also weddings. So they buy more than one, they buy several at a time. Now for my last one, and I've discovered that this morning, I'm like, this is incredible. And that is custom. This one you might need to learn how to sublimate an image and sew. This is gonna require both. So you'd need to be able to sew and you would need to make a custom image. So custom dog pillow. Now there's different pillows, but there's a specific listing that is just killing it. This one right here, it's incredible. You would have to sublimate a dog's, so customers would have to send you a photo. You would have to sublimate that photo on there, and then you would have to invert it, sew it, and then invert it again, stuff it, and then finish the sew. Or if you want to do it with a zipper, you know how to do it. So this one is great because look at these reviews here. Let me go ahead and on the newest. They got 3 reviews on that day, which means they're getting a lot. They made 30 to 40 different orders for this. Then on this one on the 30th, it just keeps going. The 29th, 28th, 27th, 27th. They're selling like 20, 30, maybe even 40 of these pillows every single day. And that's a pretty fair price. You can do different sizes, and you can even do personalized face pillows. This is a great one. So if you like to sew, just learn how to do sublimation. Sublimation, it's you're buying a printer that prints and sublimation ink in the CMYK, and you're sublimating the image that customers are sending to you. Now, you would need to do a little bit of Photoshop to do this well. You need to create a system on how you can Photoshop these pets out of it. And in their description, they're saying, hey, make sure your dog is not standing behind something that can abstract. Make sure that they have a full body photo and it's like high resolution. So there's going to be a little bit of customer service that you're going to need to do. And if you can do good customer service on this, you can really do it. The photos are a little cheesy, so if you got better photos, you can outsell this. And obviously the processing time, oh yeah, the processing time is pretty big. So if you can improve the processing time, you can be selling 20, 30, if not 40 of these every single day. And that is a great product. I mean, you're just literally making pillows all day. So that's my 10 products. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you have, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification, because at some point in the week, I will make my top 5, 10 products that you can sell. I want to talk about engraving. I want to do print on demand coming up. So make sure to subscribe to get the latest, to see what else you can sell that is high selling products. And I know what I'm talking about because I know how to do research on this stuff. And I'm telling you, the top 10 that I just mentioned are great products. So I'll see you next time. Make sure to subscribe.